put it, we came to this nation in a totally different way, in a totally different context than any other people. That shaped our experiences, that shaped our attitudes, and that shaped our aspirations and our needs. Black people are not dark-skinned white people. Gone are the minstrelsy days of Bert Williams, Stepin Fetchit, and Hattie McDaniel. But where are the modern-day Oscar Michauds in Hollywood today? Innocuous racism is still racism. Who's in control? And does it matter if the imagery remains the same? The blog Abagon put it this way when talking about executive producer of Empire, Lee Daniels. Daniels presents people of color the same way white liberals do, like in The Wire. They go to great pains to be realistic. They give their characters an inner life, moral complexity, human dignity, all of that. But they are still stereotypes, just fleshed out ones. Of course, independence is where it's at, and that's a fact. We can get seduced by the glamour of it all without realizing that the business of Hollywood isn't just entertainment. It's influencing how we see the world around us. As the film critic Ann Hornaday put it, and whereas most movies about African Americans have tended to be confined to comedies and urban dramas, the white experience has long been represented across a diverse range of genres, stories, and characters.
Coincidental. This is not happening by happenstance. If the consistent image of blackness is represented and normalized through debased imaginings that suggest that they are gun-toting, drug-dealing ex-convicts, violent ex-convicts who demean their women, indulge in excessive materialism, and all while using the word nigger to put a stamp or a bow on it, how will dignity and equality ever exist for black people in American society?
Blackish, fresh off the boat, Empire, Jane the Virgin. I don't recall a TV season that reflects the makeup of America like what we're seeing now. But the question is, does this represent a change in an industry that has for many years been criticized for being too white? A new story on the showbiz website Deadline.com is stirring the pot during pilot season. That's when networks decide which shows to pick up. Deadline says the success of diverse shows has caused the networks to mandate that half of all the roles in new pilots be filled by non-white actors. The story also explores whether there's such a thing as, quote, too much diversity.
In a joint statement about the Deadline article, the American Indians in Film and Television, Asian Pacific American Media Coalition, NAACP Hollywood Bureau, and the National Hispanic Media Coalition joined together to condemn the article. Rather than seeking to chart new ground, Empire, like much of white TV, produces the same old, relying on worn-out conventions of what being black in America is all about. If there are 40 million black folks in America, then there are 40 million ways of being black. Our story should not be reduced to a few well-worn stereotypes and call it a day. Black, nay, African people are global people. Our presence throughout the diaspora attests to that. All of those stories are available to be mined for pearls of wisdom about the human condition. Why are we constantly saddled with stories of so many Luciuses and Cookies? Black imagination shouldn't be a limited one.